One of the biggest medical problems nowadays is the increase of the number of people with clogged arteries. Any cardiovascular disease is very dangerous, as it poses a threat to human health and even life. The main problem is in clogged arteries, where atherosclerotic cholesterol plaques form due to improper diet and lifestyle. Atherosclerosis in turn can lead to arterial dissection, loss of elasticity in vessels, and narrowing of the blood duct lumen, which cause anemia and even more serious problems. Usually people suffering from these ailments are at 90% risk of stroke and heart attack. These conditions are lethal. The best medical scientists of our time are doing their best to solve the problem of cleansing blood vessels and preventing their clogging. However, the only person responsible for clogging of arteries and veins is the person themselves. Bad habits, lack of physical activity, smoking, alcohol abuse, and bad environment have negative effects on the condition of blood vessels, lower their elasticity, and provoke the formation of cholesterol plaques on the inner walls. Despite the fact that nicotine and alcohol are very dangerous for health, the greatest damage to blood vessels is still caused by improper nutrition. This is the abuse of fatty pork and lamb meat, and eating of sweet candies and cakes, which contain tons of sugar. It is fats and sugar that create a favorable environment for the formation of harmful cholesterol in the body, which builds up plaques, and if your immunity is weak, they will form very quickly. Today we are going to tell you about foods and drinks that will prevent the clogging of the arteries and strengthen your immunity. But before we move on, make sure to subscribe to the channel to watch the new episodes on Big Progress. We are doing our best to create interesting content for you. Basic rules to keep blood vessels clean and healthy. If you don't want to face blood pressure problems at a young age and get a stroke or a heart attack, but want to have a slim body, you must take care of your blood vessels. Here are some basic rules that will help you keep your circulatory system healthy and functional. Quit bad habits, like smoking and drinking alcohol. Lead an active lifestyle. Control your body weight to prevent obesity. Check your blood pressure regularly. Remember that stress and anxiety are not the body's best friends. At least once a year, check the level of cholesterol in the blood. Consume more foods and drinks that cleanse the arteries. Yes, don't be surprised. In fact, there are foods and drinks that have unique properties and literally cleanse the human arteries. This means that if you eat and drink right, you will live at least 10 years more than average and will stay healthy and active even in the old age. Interested? Then let's take a closer look at these wonderful foods and drinks. Top 10 drinks and foods that cleanse the arteries. Pomegranate juice. In both laboratory and clinical studies, pomegranate shows great promise in averting the numerous pathological changes associated with cardiovascular disease. Scientists believe that pomegranate fights cardiovascular disease by reducing oxidative stress, supporting the synthesis and activity of nitric oxide, inhibiting the oxidation of potentially harmful LDL, low-density lipoprotein. Reducing oxidative stress and inflammatory damage in blood vessels is a well-documented way to lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, both known and undetected. Asparagus. Full of fiber and minerals, asparagus is one of the best veggies for clearing arteries. Asparagus can also help lower cholesterol, prevent blood clots that could potentially cause serious illness. Asparagus is very rich in fiber, minerals, and vitamins C, K, E, B1, and B2. It also has a property to remove toxins and lower the level of lipoproteins in the body, and this is the very bad cholesterol. The practical health benefits of asparagus are confirmed by many studies, according to which it's necessary to eat the vegetable at least 4 times a week. This will help avoid sudden increases of blood pressure, reduce the formation of blood clots on the inner walls of arteries several times. The best is to eat asparagus fresh or as an ingredient of healthy vegetable smoothies. Avocado. Avocado reduces the level of bad cholesterol and increases the level of good, which promotes the cleansing of arteries. It also contains vitamin E, which prevents cholesterol oxidation, and potassium, which normalizes the blood pressure. Avocado may be a delicious replacement for mayo on a sandwich or a nice topping in salad. Consume at least 2 or 3 avocado fruits a week. You can just eat them fresh or add to smoothies. Broccoli. Broccoli prevents artery clogging since it's loaded with vitamin K, which prevents calcium from damaging the arteries. Broccoli also prevents oxidation of cholesterol and is full of fiber, which normalizes blood pressure and reduces stress. Stress in turn leads to plaque buildup of arterial walls and tearing. These little trees also contain sulforaphane, which helps the body use protein to prevent plaque buildup in the arteries. Eat 2 to 3 servings of broccoli per week to get maximum benefits. Broccoli is a versatile vegetable, as it tastes great roasted, grilled, or even steamed and is a great side dish. Turmeric. The main component of this spice is curcumin, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. Inflammation is a major cause of atherosclerosis, or the hardening of the arteries. Turmeric also reduces the damage to arterial walls, which can cause blood clots and plaque buildup. Turmeric also contains vitamin B6, which helps to maintain healthy levels of homocysteine, which can cause plaque buildup and blood vessel damage in excess amounts. Persimmon. This wonderful fruit appears on our tables in the winter season. Both children and adults love it for its tart-sweet taste. But what's more important, persimmons provide the heart and blood vessels with many beneficial antioxidants and polyphenols, which remove harmful cholesterol and triglycerides from the body, thus preventing the formation of atherosclerotic plaques on the walls of arteries. Add persimmon to your diet as a main part of a delicious fruit smoothie, and don't be afraid of thrombosis. Spirulina. Spirulina, scientifically called Arthrospira platensis, is technically a type of bacteria. Researchers at the Mediterranean Neurological Institute in Pazili isolated certain molecules from the spirulina to test its health benefits. They simulated the effects of digesting spirulina on isolated arteries and animals in the lab. The study, detailed in the journal Hypertension, also discovered for the first time a molecule in spirulina called SP6, which lowered the blood pressure of animals. When put into the body, SP6 is thought to stimulate a process in the body which releases nitric oxide. The spirulina triggered relaxation of the artery, a process called vasodilatory action, which can help lower blood pressure by increasing the amount of blood pumped in one motion. Spirulina contains protein, iron, potassium, magnesium, and many other minerals, and is widely used in supplements and smoothies for a host of conditions including weight loss, hay fever, PMS, and diabetes. Olive oil. The Mediterranean diet is rich in high-fiber vegetables, beans, and olive oil. It has long been associated with improved heart health, so olive oil may help reduce the risk of atherosclerosis. A 4-month study in 82 people with early atherosclerosis found that daily intake of 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of olive oil significantly improved participants' blood vessel function and reduced inflammatory markers. A 2018 review also concluded that olive oil consumption is associated with reduced atherosclerosis-related inflammatory markers and a decreased risk of heart disease and complications. Scientists attribute olive oil's ability to increase heart and blood vessel health to its high content of polyphenol compounds. Keep in mind that less refined extra virgin olive oil has significantly greater amounts of polyphenols than more refined olive oils. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. They also contain special compounds called lignans, which are plant pigments with powerful antioxidant properties. These tiny seeds are known to provide countless health benefits, including reducing LDL cholesterol levels and reducing the risk of heart disease, cancer, stroke, and diabetes. The omega-3s and lignans in flax seeds prevent the hardening of the arteries and keep plaque from being deposited in the blood vessels. In addition to the omega-3s and lignans, flax seeds contain a surprising amount of fiber, which is also essential to reducing overall cholesterol. Barley. Perhaps barley is the most beneficial food for cleansing the walls of blood vessels. Due to the huge content of beta-glucans and polysaccharides, it lowers cholesterol level and provides the body with huge amounts of vitamins A and B. This is the best remedy for the prevention of atherosclerosis that is even recommended by doctors. There are many ways to use barley in your diet. We recommend making milk soups or barley porridge in the morning. These dishes will save your vessels from thrombosis and normalize the blood pressure. Add these 10 foods to your diet, and your circulatory system will work properly without any problems or diseases. And now we're going to give you a few recipes of heart-healthy dishes. Fermented kissel porridge. Russian fermented kissel is a product of lactic fermentation. The name itself indicates that the taste would be sour. The word sour, kisly, and the word kissel have the same roots. How to make Russian fermented kissel porridge. 1 cup of flour, oat, rye, buckwheat, wheat, or barley. 2 cups of water, or more if you wish. 1 tablespoon of sourdough starter. I use rye starter. Instructions. The night before, whisk all the ingredients in a small pot, cover tightly and leave at warm room temperature overnight, or in the oven if you have bread-proof temperature. When ready to make, Bring to slow boil, whisking, until you reach the desired consistency. It doesn't take longer than 5 minutes to thicken. Eat hot or cold. Walnut partitions decoction. Walnuts also contain huge amounts of microelements that have a positive effect on the work of human cardiovascular system. When a walnut is eaten, it accelerates the production of chymotrypsin, which cleanses the blood and lymph from all accumulated toxins. To prepare the decoction, you need to take 40 ripe walnuts and carefully remove all the partitions from them, grind them and put in a glass saucepan, then fill it with a glass of boiling water. Cook the decoction for 1 hour using water bath, then let it cool and strain. Take 1 tablespoon of the remedy 3 times a day. To achieve the best effect, use the tincture for 30 to 60 days. That's all we wanted to tell you today. On this channel, you will find videos about the benefits of different foods, about diseases and effective methods of their treatment, as well as interesting information about housekeeping and gardening. So make sure to subscribe to Big Progress and ring the bell. Click the like button under the video and share it with your family and friends. See you soon!